You're watching Keys Outdoors Muskie Hunting Adventures, brought to you by Great Clips. It's gonna be great. The Boat Center, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, Ramsey, Minnesota. Kwik Trip, all of our adventures start here. Simms Performance Fishing Clothing. We arrived at Cave Run Lake in Kentucky for the first leg of our 2019 PMTT journey. We drove through the night so we could have a day to pre-fish to see, well, if we could get these muskies dialed in.
Right. There, got him. Hold on, Mike. Nice fish. Fish. Another fish. Nice fish. Nice fish. Oh! All right, Brian. Yeah. Whew.
Bud. Oh, came off. Did it feel like a nice one? Look.
Yeah, the birdies.
All right.
Good start.
After boating one nice muskie and two missed opportunities, we thought we should stop testing our luck and head off the water, straight for the PMTT gathering for night one.
Hey folks, here we are, day one, PMTT Cave Run. You know, it started out a little slow. We expected that. Like we talked about on the pier. Mike mentioned that too. We talked about it being a little bit slow. Almost had no fish first couple hours. Then all of a sudden that window, what'd he say? 9 o'clock. Window started opening up. Boom, boom, boom. 3, 4, 5, 6 fish in like 15, 20 minutes. So we moved up to the dam area because it just seemed like that's where they were going. We got some boats kind of trolling right up and along here. You can't go up over by cave, by the dam, so to speak, over on this end of it. That's all protected, no boats area. But this end right here, they're in this corner. We got several boats up here. We're going to stay out, see if we can't get any fish action here.
the difference between good and great? Good is when your haircut costs less. Great is when it still meets high standards. At Great Clips, you'll always get the haircut you want for less. And with our easy online check-in app, you'll save time, too. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
To enter the Keys Outdoors Muskie Adventure sweepstakes, download the Kwik Rewards app. Shop the awesome deals and earn visits. Click the sweepstakes icon at the bottom. Add your visits to our sweepstakes. One lucky winner will win a muskie fishing trip with the guys from Keys Outdoors, a $100 Kwik Trip gift card, and some great muskie fishing gear. Good luck. We hope to see you in our boat. The Skeeter WX 2060 is a super smooth, dry ride. We fish a lot of rough water. In this sport, well, it's tough enough on our bodies. We don't need to get more beat up driving to the next spot. All WX 2060s, they come with trim tabs. This gives you even more control over the ride and performance of your boat. That's value. Learn more? Go to the Boat Center. Two great locations, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, and Ramsey, Minnesota.
What's the difference between good and great? Good tries to get it right every time. Great actually does. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you always get exactly the look you want. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
All right, here we are, day one, PMTT Cave Run, kicking off the year, doing a little update with Keys Outdoors right now. And folks, we've got these windows out here. The fishing hasn't been hot. It hasn't. We knew it wouldn't be. You got the spawn and everything. But Tim and Brian Barker just doubled up with a giant 47 3/4 and a 36-incher back here in this creek. The wind's kind of blowing in here. They won this tournament last year. They won it. We've only had 21 years of doing this. We've only had one other team do a back-to-back win. So we're gonna hang loose, hang back here, watch, kind of pick up a little thing, see what they're doing. Maybe we can get another one, get one on film live for you guys.
Yeah, I would say.
Day one, well, it came to an end and we were feeling pretty good about our two-fish day. We started day two off by going back on the fish we missed during pre-fishing. We continued to throw, yes, the Phantom Softail glide baits, along with some Musky Innovations swimming dogs. Day two was slow for us. We went back on the fish that we raised days prior, but just couldn't get them to take the bait. When the tournament came to a close, we headed back to see just how high we would place overall. Brian and I took third place with a 37 and a 33 3/4, both caught on Phantom Softail glide baits. The Barker brothers, they took second place with an impressive 47.5-inch monster and a nice 36 3/4 inch. First place, well, that went to Fred and Phil with a total of 152 points. Congrats to everyone who placed, and thanks again for another great fishing year in Kentucky. We loaded up our gear, but instead of heading home, we gave our good friend Matt of Llungen Lures a call, and yes, we headed right to Lake Kinkaid. Hey guys, welcome to Keys Outdoors, another exciting adventure. We're down here, Lake Kinkaid. Matt, what do you think?
We're just getting into our post-spawn period here. I think that fish are just kind of starting to get on some main lake weeds and kind of pulling out of spawning areas. This time of year, the shad are moving into the weeds to spawn, so we should be able to intercept them on their way out and then feeding on those shad.
Right on. So we're going to get out. The sun's just coming up here. It's cold, man, for April. This has been a really weird late spring all over the upper Midwest. Weather changes like crazy up and down, but, you know, that can work to our advantage, too.
Figure out what the fish are doing and make them direct some baits.
So let's get to work, man. Stay tuned. Another great episode, Keys Outdoors, is about to begin.
So this area that we're coming into has 3 main feeder arms, which warm up the quickest and have some of the best water quality in the whole lake. Being on the south end of the lake and having access to deep water, these are areas that we have both fish that are migrating in and out to spawn, as well as populations that stay in these areas and basically live their whole lives in these small basins and in these creek arms. With the water temperature raising up into the low 60s the last couple days, I've first started to see some shad come in and begin their spawning ritual, as well as the crappies that have kind of invaded the shallow water the last week or so. So there's food, there's cover, and there's deep water nearby. There's everything that muskies really need this time of year.
Camera.
It's a nice one.
You're ready whenever you're ready, Mike. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Big fish. Big
Can't
fish,
see it,
Mike.
I can't.
Big fish. Where you want him, Mike?
Come up front here.
Okay. Big fish.
On the spinner, baby.
Nice. Nice.
It's a nice one. Really nice. Okay, I'll swing up.
I don't want to stab at her.
Yep.
I'll wait till
I'll bring her around.
Boy, she's dogging you.
She's dogging.
She is dogging you.
Get her to come head first here.
Come on, big girl.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. She's not ready.
Nope, she's not ready yet.
Whew. All right, baby. Welcome to Lake Kinkaid. Keep her down. There you go. Take it.
Head up and I got it.
Nice fish.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah! Whoa, baby!
Yeah, Mike!
Nice fish! That's a way to start! Yeah! Yeah!
All right, guys, I'll tell you what. Here we are. Matt, I'm telling you, man, Lake Kinkaid's got it going on, brother, in the spring. You know, we're all iced up north. Where else can you get away from hard water? Come down here and tie into some awesome muskies.
Mike, I'll tell you, my adrenaline's going so much, I have a hard time even talking right now. You got a heck of a first specimen. We've seen nothing the first 4 or 5 hours. We had this huge cold front, which is, that's like how it goes when you film, right?
Right.
Huge cold front, one of the coldest mornings I can ever remember, mid-April, and bam, we got a maybe a mid-40s even in the net.
Nice fish.
Big reservoir fish. And man, did it fight.
It fought. She did not want to be caught, that's for sure. She wanted a dog. Whew. Let's see what we got here, girl. Oh yeah, she's not hooked. Oh yeah, she's got that trailer right in her, bud. We'll talk about that too. Oh, yeah, baby. Here we go. And we came hooked up with Llungen Lures. We're down here at Lake Kinkaid, early spring. We got it going on right here. Let's let her go back. Wow, what a nice fish. What a way to start the trip out, guys. She's got a pit tag in her. It's kind of cool. You know, this is really a very well managed fishery down here. One of the premier lakes in Illinois. You want to take your time with these fish? They'll tell you when they want to go. They'll start tightening up. Keep her head down. She'll let you know when she wants to, she's had enough of this. There she goes. We got it to the slime time, baby. Yeah, I'm telling you what, we're loving it. Brian and I are down here with Matt from Llungen Lure. We just got off the PMTT where we took a 3rd place finish, and that was yesterday. Today's a whole different day. Very cold this morning, very foggy, 38 degrees. Brian and I have noticed this coming off the cave. That first couple hours was really slow, but as the sun gets up a little higher, the water warms a little bit more, the fish were getting a little more active, and that's the case here. But great times, man, fun as always. Anytime you get slimed is the right time, that's for sure. Well guys, we caught that fish on a H3O spinnerbait, and this is the whiteout. And what we're doing is, the reason why, Matt, we're throwing a lot of white is you got a heavy forage base here of shad.
Yeah, these fish are feeding on gizzard shad, and almost 95% of their forage base is shad. White, with sometimes a little tiny bit of dash of orange or a little bit of gold mixed in, is a really popular and really productive pattern. You don't need to go crazy with colors. That's a regular ghost shad pattern, Midwest Butcher, and that's the H3O whiteout. They're all very productive, and if you have a good array of shallow to mid-depth baits this time of year, and some white hues and a few bright hues, and you're good to go. You can catch fish on all of them.
Well, and the thing is like I said, we're working weed edges and we're throwing up on top of the weeds, and that's what a spinnerbait is designed to do, guys. It's very narrow profile on it. It cuts through the weeds, and what's really nice is the tandem blades, because even if you have one blade that gets weeded up and stops, very unlikely that both of them are going to do that. So you always have that rotation, that vibration, even if one of them gets weeded up.
Yeah, they're both spinning, and we have dirty water. We've gotten a lot of rain all spring. With these big thumper Colorado blades, along with the extra tail, it really sends off a lot of vibration. And when you got the right color pattern and you got the right vibration, you can catch some nice fish in the spring.
And that's what it's all about, Matt, at the end of the day. How many fish do you put in the boat? And your lures put a lot of fish in people's boats.
Most definitely, and we appreciate that, Mike.
Let's go, let's get back to work. Let's catch another pig here down in Lake Kinkaid. Right on, brother.
Right on, we got one, let's get two. please. That's it.
This is the first time I've been on a lake where we actually ordered pizza that's going to be delivered to us, so I'm liking this place already. Muskie's Pizza, what more can you ask for? 20 minutes, it's going to be at the dock, right on. Throw in a Llungen spinnerbait. You were saying, Matt, you catch a lot of bass here.
Yeah, this time of year we usually get a 4+ pounder every day, and especially throwing spinnerbaits and throwing small cranks because they're eating the same thing the big muskies are.
They're going after the shad.
They're going after the shad.
Right on, man. Let's let her go back. We treat all fish with respect, guys. That'll make some bass fishermen very happy. Not us muskie guys, though. But we're gonna get back to work here, and hopefully we'll catch some more.
A few fish located, and had one nice one, all on main lake structure. We fished a few coves that the fish are coming out of earlier this morning, and the fish, we're kind of intercepting them before they go into the main basin and suspend all summer long. They'll set up on these main lake weed lines, primary and secondary points, along with big inside and outside turns, and we're just really focusing on those areas. There's kind of several key areas coming out of main spawning areas that will hold a lot of fish, and that when you put the right bait in front of them, you can get them to react to it.
With one nice muskie in the boat and a few missed opportunities on day 2, we decided to say goodbye to Lake Kinkaid and head home, back to Wisconsin, where the hunt, well, it would continue. Eagle River, Wisconsin is home to the world's largest chain of 28 connected lakes, and this is where our PMTT journey continues.
So here we are, 12:30ish or so, day 1. We're on a really good pace. Might be like a one-day record pace. 20-some fish already. Could easily get into the 50s today alone. So expecting a lot of fish. Tomorrow we're gonna have some weather rolling in. We kind of just moved up into the center of the chain now because, I mean, we got a doubles already, triples, a 4. It's crazy by noon. So maybe get a few more fish photos, some stuff on video for you guys. So hang loose. Here we are, day 2, PMTT, Eagle River, and it's kind of good. It's not bad, it's not great, but the fishing's been okay. Guys are getting them. We got some teams already doubling up and everything like that. A couple of good ones. I heard of one is like a 25-pounder, like 43-inch, heavy 43-incher. So they're getting them. The cloud cover, the rain's holding off. And the great thing about it, again, I know I keep stressing this, but it's kind of been all over. So that leaves it wide open, wide open. That lead, 4 fish yesterday, is definitely not intact. There's a team already that got a triple, so it's going to be to the end. So we're kind of way up the chain. We're by Duck Lake and that. We're going to move down over by, I know Mike, and then we're down south. We're going to see how they're doing.
This leg didn't work in our favor this time around. We had plenty of action, but couldn't put any in the boat. But with 20 muskies caught in the first few hours of day 1, the competition, as always, was tough. Third place went to father and son duel, Daryl and Lance, with 4 muskies on the board, totaling 142 points. Second place went to the brother duel, Ben and Matt, with 3 muskies on the board, totaling 153 points. And first place honors went to Matt and Nate, with 4 muskies on the board, totaling 187 points. Congratulations to everyone who placed, and thanks again for watching another exciting episode of Keys Outdoors. Thanks for watching Keys Outdoors Muskie Hunting Adventures, and remember to check out all our great sponsors. Their services, their gear, their beer make it possible for us to do our job right. Learn more? Go to keysoutdoors.com. Like us on Facebook and check out all of our videos on our YouTube channel.